Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today for my Wait, What? Wednesday tip video, I have a super cute little idea for you. So first of all, my idea started when I was getting ready for my Facebook Live. Those are on every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time on my Facebook page, A Stamp Above Your Creative Coach. I was playing with this Tropical Escape Designer Series paper. This is part of our July promotion where you choose 3 Designer Series papers and you get one free. And you can get 3 of the same one or 3 different ones that are listed in the promotion to get that free one. So I was playing with this Tropical Escape Designer Series paper and I just love the soft, muted, tropical look of this paper. And as I was trying to design my card and figure out which pattern I was going to put together, I came across this paper. And this started the whole thing. So, what's so unique about this paper? Well, it looks like a watermelon rind, the outside of a watermelon to me. And that got me thinking, how about if I figure out a way to make watermelon with this Designer Series paper? So here's what I did. I took some Flirty Flamingo and I punched it out with my 1 3/4 inch punch. And one thing that I like to do with my punches is I like to mark the center of them so that I can punch a circle exactly in half. I don't have to think too hard about it. It's marked right here on my punch. Then I brought in my 2-inch circle punch and a little scrap of that watermelon rind Designer Series paper, and I put that right up to the half circle mark also. Okay, so here's what I have. And doesn't this look like a perfect little watermelon, right? Okay, so then I thought, seeds. I need watermelon seeds. What do I have that I can make watermelon seeds? Well, that's when I grabbed my basic black cardstock and my ribbon border punch, and I punched out some little seeds, because in between the design that you're going to get when you use this punch are little black watermelon seeds. Okay, now how am I going to attach these to my card with ease? Because I don't like putzing around with stuff like this. So I brought out an almost empty dimensional sheet here. I put a little bit of glue on it, and I'm just going to scribble my glue out so it's not just one pile. I just found this worked better for me. And then if you follow me, you know that I made these little tacky tools with skewers, and then I take my liquid glue and I put a dot, and a good sized dot of liquid glue on the top of the stick, and then set it in something so it can dry. That makes it forever tacky, and I love using this little tool for that purpose. I'm going to bring in my piercing mat here so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Here's all my little seeds. So then I'm going to take one of the seeds. Hang on, I got a fuzz on here. I'm going to take one of the seeds and I'm going to pick it up right on the pointed end. I'm going to touch it into that glue. You don't want to have too much glue because you don't want it to squirt out underneath. And when I left it in a pile and then touched it, it was too much glue. And then I'm just going to come in here and press with my fingernail to make it stick to my watermelon, my Flirty Flamingo watermelon. And I just came in here and did that, and it worked like a charm. So if you need some watermelon, this is a great way to make your own with the Tropical Escape Designer Series paper. And like I said, right now when you buy 3, you can get one free. This is included in that Designer Series paper promotion. All right, so I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me put my little seeds on. Through the magic of TV, I already have one done here. And I'm going to put my watermelon together. And I just thought this was so stinking cute. And it's funny how an idea can sprout from a design on some paper, right? That's how our minds work as creative people. Okay, let me show you the rest of my card. Now, if you watched my Facebook Live on Sunday, you saw this fun barn door fold. And I'm just going to glue this together. This Flirty Flamingo layer is 4 by 5 1/4. And I am attaching that to a shaded spruce layer that is 5 1/4 by, I'm sorry, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So this is just a 1/4 sheet. This is a 1/4 inch smaller. All the dimensionals will be on my blog. You can find my blog at stampabove.com. And then I'm going to adhere this panel. This is 2 3/4 by 8 1/2, and I scored it at 4 1/4. And I like to kind of do a dry fit first to make sure this backside due to the fold is just a little bit short. So I'm going to put that layer on the back so that I have my front layer that comes all the way over here to the edge. I always like when somebody tells me those nifty little tips that I may not have realized or thought about when I was trying to, you know, recreate something. Okay, so there's our little panel. And then I've got a piece of 4 by 2 1/2 lemon lime twist, and I chose this because it matches our striped watermelon paper. And I see I had a little bit too much glue there. I'm just going to blot that up. And then we're going to put this on. This is an 1/8 inch smaller. So this is going to be 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. Gives us that tiny little pop of color under the designer series paper. Let me make sure I have this on here straight. There we go. Okay, then I used the largest circle from the Stitch Shapes framelits and the Detailed with Love stamp set. I went through my greeting sets looking for something that said something about sweet, because that was what I wanted my card to portray, is something sweet. Here's my stamp. The first time I stamped this, I did it upside down, so I just want to make sure that I have it the right way. I'm going to stamp that right there. Isn't that cute? I love, love, love this font. And then I'm just going to adhere my watermelon right here. I've got one more thing that I want to do to this card before it's finished, and that is to punch out a border. So here's our ribbon border punch. You push your cardstock into the line that's on this bottom platform, and you punch it. And then you're going to slide it down. There's a pattern here, and you're going to slide it down until you're covering that pattern perfectly, and punch again. Whoops, I slid it a little too far, so I'm going to back it down a little bit. And if you stay with the pattern and covering it perfectly each time, you're going to get a nice little ribbon like this. Whoops. And what I decided to do with that was to add it to the back of this layer. Now I'm going to put my glue on the front part, because there is a front and a back to this. This is a little rougher, this is nice and smooth. And I'm just going to add this little strip right to this edge. And then I should have left it going off the other end, but I didn't. I'll do that next time. I'm just going to cut this off. That gives us that cute little border. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals to pop up my watermelon. So I'm going to put those down here on the bottom of the back of my circle. Just like this. And how sweet is that? Ribbon border punch, Tropical Escape Designer Series paper, and a couple circle punches, and you can have yourself some watermelon. I love this card. Lots of room to write in here. Super sweet. If you'd like to order any of these products, you'll find an online ordering button on my blog at www.astampabove.com. If you click right up here, it'll take you right there. You're going to find a hostess code in that right-hand column also. Please use the hostess code if your order's under $150. If it's over $150, do not use the hostess code because you will get perks from Stampin' Up. You'll still get some perks from me too when you're placing an online order. Thanks you guys so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't want to miss anything that I have coming up. Bye-bye.